Hey! Welcome back to Let's Play Contra Shattered Soldier. In the last episode, we lost our S rank, and then while you were away, I went and got it back. But I only did that for the purposes of showing off that you can actually replay stages that you've completed to get a better ranking. But this actually works twofold because you can actually get a worse ranking. So the game does not automatically save your best playthrough as the final grade that you get. So I guess it kind of keeps you from going back and scumming up the system, I guess. But I can't see it really being all that big of a deal. But hey, that's what the game does. That's what they saw fit to do. They're the designers, not me. I just play these dumb things. So really, like I said, going into be a child of the city. And the enemy has launched a major offensive toward the city. Take out the core units and eliminate the threat. Well, not one to argue with orders, so let's just get in there and do our meddling thing. And go Contra Puppy Force! Look at these guys. Adorable. And just gonna send in the whole fucking battalion. Why not? A little bit of trivia is that, like, the dogs, their coats of fur, are actually randomly generated, so they're different every time you play the stage, which is really cool. And speaking of Contra Pups, boy, this little ninja samurai guy, he is just getting the business from our little Contra Pups, but looks like it's going to take them a while, so why not, like, just go ahead and give them a helping call while we're at it. Go, Contra Pups, you're the best, Polly loves you! So, this stage, not as crazy as the last one. It doesn't have anything, at least, as crazy as submarine helicopter or anything like that. It does have its own brand of absolute silliness as we get further and further into the stage, but it's things are going to be a little more tame and normalized Contra E levels for a little bit. But for now, we're going to head back to Contra 3 World, because this is a boss just straight out of Stage 3 of Contra 3. And it does basically a lot of the same things. It's gonna toss these little lines, and it's just like, whatever, dude. Like, I can completely negate everything you do, and I already saw you once in another game, so you ain't that bad? Look at this. You're a joke. You're a joke. And you're gonna go down in rather quick fashion. It'd be funny if I died there. I'd keep it in. I ain't ashamed. I got no shame. And we picked us up an extra life from getting points. Coming up, one of the best music tracks in the game, Survival of the Fittest. So metal, I love it. But we're not out of Contra 3 World yet. We still got a couple of things to go. Look at you. I know you guys. You guys taking all the inspiration from Stage 3 of Contra 3. I wonder what that says about Contra 3 as a whole, seeing as how, like, most of the homages to that game are from Stage 3 in this game. And, wow, this big, ugly motherfucker right here. First time I played this game, this guy was a roadblock for a while, because he is tanky as hell. And don't think that you can, like, be smart and stay up there the whole time either, because eventually he'll get wise to you hanging on that ceiling there. Like, just dash over and knock your ass off. But you know, after a few days of the game, I figured out this guy ain't no thing. Except these attacks here. These can be a little random and annoying. Like, this is the absolute worst configuration you can get. But you got a decent hit. A pretty generous hitbox, so not too terrible. Just keep laying the flame onto this big, ugly motherfucker, and he's done. Just get out of here. He's just gonna grind you up into yummy bits and pieces. That's lovely. Just a lovely little sight for all the boys and girls at home. And, dude, what are you doing? You know what that is. You're eating your next door neighbor. Jeez, he's only been dead like 30 seconds. Have some class. Oh my god, you're gross. Yeah, that's right. It's right. Barf it up, dude. You should. That hasn't even been cooked yet. You're really gross. I like to affectionately refer to this guy as Mr. Bubbles for obvious reasons, but Mr. Bubbles he's just being real gross today for some reason. He can actually fake out that barf attack and just spit the bubbles up right under you if you're not careful as well. So that's something to watch out for, I guess. And you know, gotta get a couple of these guys in. Gotta pad out that hit rate. And here we go. This thing right here. Good lord, this boss was the bane of my existence. Like up until this boss was giving me problems the first time I ever played this game. This boss gave me problems all the way up into where I had already mastered like the first the other 3 initial starting stages, and this boss right here, just good lord. It's a great boss fight, don't get me wrong. I think it's pretty cool. I like the design. You'll see a little more as we get more of them on the screen, because it's just kind of like, here's some grinders on this kind of janky walking tank thing we put together. I don't know. It's just like, when you like get a look at its legs, it looks just kind of like really patchwork and kind of thrown together, but it's actually a pretty decent boss in terms of gameplay, at least. So that's pretty cool. This is basically like another kind of auto-scroller, which, you know, last stage was an auto-scroller. This is an auto-scroller. This game kind of makes use of a lot of scripted events and stuff, I guess you could say. So it makes it pretty easy to memorize and kind of like get the patterns down. As you can see, we've basically dismantled most of this thing already. Well, we're already up to like 80% on the hit rate, and basically the rest of this is just going to come down to the last part of the fight and taking down 3 or 4 more missiles, I think. Yeah, there you go. And then the last 10% is going to come from his hiney. Sticking to my charged up plasma shots, even though it's the boring strategy, because this boss is pretty hard. And if we eat a death here, not gonna worry about it, because you know what? This guy gave me enough problems when I was playing it back in the day, so I can take an L to this guy if I have to. But I think we're gonna be mostly okay. The back part's like, the only really hard part is you got some randomness with the saws, and that's about it. That is an S rank on that stage. It has been a very long time since I've been able to S rank that stage, so to actually be able to do it on screen, that feels pretty damn good. I gotta say. But before we move on, of course, we've got to get back into the very rich and deep lore of Contra Shattered Soldier. So why don't we find out what's going on here in this little, like, Xenogears kind of scene, I guess. Xenogears, Evangelion. Like, yeah, it's just, these guys are kind of just here to spout nonsense. We're the secret government. Look at us. We're very, very important. Look at us. Our names are referential. And this guy's named Commodus. And it kind of looks like he's sitting on a toilet. Commodus. That's where poops go, you big silly. Oh, look at this. They're talking about pawns now. Oh, dear. Why does this game's story take itself so seriously, though? It's just... And Neo Contra goes even crazier with it, but I think Neo Contra does it with a little more tongue-in-cheek flavor, because it seems a little more aware of just how stupid it is. And if you don't believe me, like, just look up its intro and hear that glorious opening theme. But anyway, that is neither here nor there, and that is likely a game I won't be able to Let's Play for a while. Either until I can find out how to get it emulated properly, or I decide to drag out my HD PVR. That thing's a pain in the ass, so whatever. Anyway, join us next time, right here on same Contra time, same Contra channel, and there's probably, a pretty good chance that things will be blowing up. You blowing things up. Woo! Later.